The second baseman, Klo, will make the catch. And a double play aids the Jackets. Middle of the first, we're scoreless. Mount Vernon coming to bat. eBirds Real Estate champions Tom Collier, high school baseball. Ooh. All right, we're back here at Mount Vernon where the Jackets turned a double play in the first inning after that leadoff single. And now here in the bottom of the first, it'll be Zach Klo, Connor Daughtery, and Ezra Couric. Zach Klo was big last night, 2 for 3 with a home run, 2 runs, and 2 ribbies in that win. And he's up there, right-handed hitter. We'll get you the defense here in a moment. The pitch is down low for ball one. First time I've really seen anybody take a pitch at this point in this ball game. Defensively, Carson long and left, Crothers in center, and Steele's over and right. We'll get you the rest of the defense in a moment. The pitch inside a ball, and it'll be 2-0. In the infield, Blake, Katarina, McBride, and Fossil from third base to first, and Bolin is behind the plate. Here's the wind and the pitch. This one nails the outside corner. First strike there. And it's 2-1 to the leadoff hitter, Zach Klo. Again, 2 for 3. Scored 2 runs, hit a home run, and a big win for the Jackets last night. The pitch is swung on, hit to center field. Giving chase is Crothers into right center. Will make the catch for out number 1. So a fly out to center for Klo, and that'll bring up Connor Daughtery. Connor Daughtery is at the plate, right-handed hitter. This kid is very good. Going to Ashland to play his college baseball, right-handed hitter. I think New Philadelphia knows to be careful with him. Working the first base side of the rubber, the pitch is on the outside corner, a strike from the starting pitcher, Owen Courtney. So it'll be 0-1 right now on Daughtery, and the look in, first base side of the rubber, again a wind and pitch. Goes with a breaking ball, and it's called a ball, so it's 1-1. Fly out to center by Klo. Base is empty. We're in the bottom of the first, scoreless. Here, Tom Collier, eBirds Real Estate champions. We thank him for bringing this game to you tonight. The wind and the pitch, and it's swung on line to center. That's a base hit. Got a piece of Courtney's hair on the way to center field. And a one-out single by Daughtery. And the Jackets have a base runner. So much like the first inning for New Philadelphia, they got a base runner, but Daughtery started a 6-4-3 double play to retire him on the base pass. So now Daughtery's on it first as Ezra Couric will come to the plate. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored in the ball game last night to win for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets as right-handed hitter steps in. And Daughtery has quite the lead there at first, being held by Fossil. Got a good lead. Here's the set. And now the pitch is swung on and sliced foul. I was told to move the van before, and that's about where that foul ball went. So, Curtis, we'll wonder about that later. All right, 0-1 Also, we parked in a puddle over there, about a pond. There's a 0-1 pitch coming from the pitcher, Courtney, as he checks first. Daughtery's got a pretty good lead. The pitch swung on and hit to third, and nice backhanded stab, throw to second for one, and a good catch there by McBride. So Blake to McBride, a fielder's choice, so no hit for Couric. He is on at first. Fielder's choice will go 5-4, and so Daughtery retired on that fielder's choice. And the runner at Couric will be at first. But a nice backhanded stab on the third baseman, Blake, and a good job by McBride to stay on the base after the throw pulled him a little bit wide. So Caden Packard will come in to hit now. And Packard bats right-handed. So now we got two away here in the bottom of the first, scoreless. And a first pitch strike. So Courtney will be on the right first base side of the rubber. It's kind of a small lead for Couric, especially compared to what Daughtery had. Here's the set, and now he steps off the rubber. Bottom of the first, 2 out, 1 on. Scoreless ball game between Mount Vernon and New Philadelphia. New Philly wins. They share the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Mount Vernon wins. They win it outright. Big one here tonight on a picture-perfect night in the city of Mount Vernon. Here's the set. Now the pitch. And it's upstairs, the ball. The count goes to 1-1. 2 outs here in the first. We're scoreless. Each team with a hit. New Philly's one hit was retired in a double play. Daughtery, he got a hit here. And then was retired on the fielder's choice. Here's the set. The pitch. And it hit him. Came in. Caden Packard took it. And now a runner in scoring position for the Jackets with 2 down. As Packard gets hit, and Johnny Askew comes to the plate. Johnny Askew hitting left-handed. He steps in for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets with a man in scoring position. First and second, with 2 out in the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game, and Owen Courtney in some trouble for the first time here tonight. Johnny Askew going to try to come through for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, winners of 15 in a row. This is probably the best stretch they've had since the 2010 season when that was brilliant there. This is swung on and fouled off, out of play. And whoever parked over there's in some trouble, too. That's what happens with high school baseball. You never really know. But the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets in 2010, they went all the way to a regional semifinal. They took on the New Albany Eagles. They lost that ball game to the New Albany Eagles after beating them twice in the regular season. But that team won 27 games that season. It was a brilliant year for Doug Savage's senior-laden group. Here's the set, now the pitch. And it's swung on and fouled off. 0-2. And that team, I think they were shocked when they played New Albany that final time in the regional semifinal. Winston McMartin pitched in that game. He was a freshman that year. Went on to play at Youngstown State and ended up taking down that Jacket team. Here, though, the Jackets have 2 on. 2 outs, 0-2 count for Johnny Askew. Scoreless ball game in the bottom of the first. The pitch misses high and wide, so 1-2. Johnny Askew trying to drive at a run for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. Runner at second is Couric. At first is Packard, who was hit by the pitch. Couric reached on a fielder's choice after Daughtery singled, and that's one is fouled off by Johnny Askew. Well, Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets scoreless with New Philadelphia. Outfield kind of shading, and at least at center field, shading Johnny Askew the other way. And way up the line and right is Steele. He's not expecting Askew to pull this one. Here's the set. Check of second. And the pitch to Askew is high and wide once again, and it's 2-2 to Askew. So Johnny Askew, the center fielder, is at the plate. And a runner at second. And a runner at first. Scoreless ball game in the bottom of the first. And here's the set. And here comes the check of second. And now the pitch. Swung on and fouled right back towards us. And the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets center fielder Askew doing a nice job to stay alive. Columber would be next for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets in this scoreless ball game at Mount Vernon. And Jackets threatening here. It was Daughtery who got the line drive single to center field that almost took Courtney's hair with it. He was retired on a fielder's choice, and then they hit by pitch. Packard's on at first. Askew battling here in this at-bat. He's got a 2-2 count with 2 outs, 2 on in the bottom of the first. Scoreless ball game between Mount Vernon and New Philadelphia. Quakers and Yellow Jackets. The set, hands resting at the belt, and the check of second. And now the pitch. Downstairs on a breaking ball, 3-2. Good job by Askew right now to work this count full. Great at-bat by Askew. And everybody's going to be traveling here on this pitch, with runners at first and second and Askew at the plate. Scoreless ball game, bottom of the first with 2 out. The right-hander Courtney sets, and he checks second. And now his payoff pitch coming to Askew is swung on and fouled back and towards Cars again. Johnny Askew with a heck of an at-bat right now as the Jackets try to get one on the board. Emerge Real Estate Champions Tom Collier. He brings you tonight's game, and we thank Tom for his support of high school baseball, high school athletics in general. And that's what he's always done. Supported that, and here he is tonight for this huge matchup between New Philadelphia and Mount Vernon. Here's the set. And now the pitch coming to Johnny Askew, a payoff pitch. No, instead, he has to just throw it to the second baseman, McBride, who's just like, all right, I'm over here if you need me. But I haven't seen a lot of the games this year, but I don't know if Kirk, obviously he's going to be off on the pitch on the 3-2 pitch, but he wasn't going to try to get too big of a jump there. And now the set, and the pitch coming to Johnny Askew, the payoff pitch once again from the right-hander. And it's high. Great at-bat by Johnny Askew. You talk about up there just battling, fouling pitches off, and he loads the bases. Tremendous at-bat by Askew. And now a chance for Isaiah Columber. Isaiah Columber is at the plate. We saw him on the hardwood. Now we see him on the baseball time. And the right-handed hitter. Bases loaded. 2 out, bottom of the first in a scoreless game between Mount Vernon and New Philadelphia. And Columber could get the Jackets on the board with a base hit here. Here's the pitch to him. First pitch, breaking ball strike, and it's 0-1. Isaiah Columber, number 6 hitter playing left field, at the plate right now. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. And Courtney going to try to get out of this thing. Here's the set. And here comes the pitch. And it's high. A throw back down to third. He's picked off. Wow. Couric gets picked off at third base with Columber at the plate. And that will end the first inning. We are scoreless at the end of 1. High school baseball presented by Emerge Real Estate Champions Tom Collier on WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, we're back here. Mount Vernon, a pickoff of third with the bases loaded, ends the bottom of the first. Jackets in a scoreless ball game. We come to the second. And the right-hander, Packard, back out there, got hit by a pitch as a hitter. And here's this pitch. It's outside to Bolin. And Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets scoreless right now. Each team with a hit. 2-0 the count to Bolin. And here's the pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Or excuse me, 2-1. The scorecard that I have has it backwards. That's why I'm getting a little confused. That's a strike. Now it's 2-2. Can't get confused with that one. Right now, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets scoreless in this one. A win in this ball game. They're outright champions of the Ohio Cardinal Conference, and this one's fouled at the plate. So it stays 2-2. Fossil and Blake to follow Bolin. Here in this one, in a scoreless ball game. New Philadelphia got clobbered last night, 12-1. But here in this one, we are scoreless in the second here in the early part of this one. And now Bolin takes a couple of swings around his head and steps back in the box. Airs the pitch. It's in the dirt. Run full down with 3-2. Payoff pitch coming from Packard. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Down goes Bolin. And a first out, a strikeout by the right-hander, Packard. Keaton Fossil will come to the plate, a right-handed hitter. Now with the one away, base is empty. Top of the second in a scoreless ball game. Playing even with the bag at third is Yost. And the outfield, Askew is a little bit shaded towards left, and then he pops one way and goes to center. This one's fouled off towards the Jackets dugout. Tells you how long since I've been here. They changed the sides of the dugout they were on. I don't know how long ago that was, Greg, but I don't know. Here we are. A couple of years ago. It was before COVID, he says. Yeah, the pitch, the ball. Right now, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets tied at 1. Hey, I want to thank Curtis and Gary. These guys just are always here doing their job, and they're doing a great job. We appreciate them. This is swung on a line to center. Askew takes a couple steps back, settles under it, makes the catch, and 2 away. And I always say that if any of this is on the air, it's not because of me. Well, we appreciate these guys and the hard work they put in. Right-handed hitting. Gavin Blake up. Bases empty, 2 gone. And Packard, boy, after that leadoff single that kind of just scooted by, it was kind of a tough hop for Yost. It's been Packard dominating. This is a pitch called for a strike. And it's 0-1. Strikeout of Bolin, the fly out to center by Fossil, and now Blake at the plate. Base is empty here in the top of the second in a scoreless game between Mount Vernon and New Philadelphia, thanks to Emerge Real Estate champions Tom Collier. And his pitch is outside. Tom says, be like Emerge Real Estate Jackets and be champions, which they already are champions, but they're by themselves if they win this one. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is line to center. Coming in is Askew sliding. He can't make the catch. This one scoots in front of him. Out to go grab it is the shortstop. And Daughtery grabs it, but a single to center field by Blake. And now Carson Long will come up. So a 2-out single by Blake. We are in the second. The game is scoreless. Now a base runner for the Quakers. And the right-handed hitter, Blake, is in. Here's the set by Packard, who checks first. Here's the pitch. And it's outside for a ball. Now they check down at third to see what he wants to do. So here's the check of first. And now the pitch, way outside. Good stab by the catcher, Couric. It's 2-0. Outfield pretty much medium deep. And Askew maybe a touch towards the left field, not a lot. There's the pitch. And holds up on the swing, but it's called a strike as Long doesn't go for it. And it's 2-1. It is the second. We are scoreless, and there are 2 away. And a runner at first after the 2-out single for Gavin Blake. He's over there at first with a very small lead. It's being held by Doan. Here's the pitch. A strike call in the outside corner, and it's 2-2. So the right-hander Long, he is right up on the plate. Not a whole lot of room. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit towards short. Daughtery's grabbed it, throws it to second for the force, and that'll be the end of the frame. So it'll go fielder's choice on the ground out, 6-4, and we're through an inning and a half, and we're scoreless for Mount Vernon. Jackets coming to bat once again. Emerge Real Estate Champions, Tom Collier, high school baseball, here tonight on WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
Back here at Mount Vernon, where the Jackets and the Quakers are scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second. Jackets had the bases loaded in the first, and Collimber was at the plate when Kirk was picked off at third base. And so now Collimber will come back to the plate, and he will hit here in this second inning. Jackets got a one-out single from Connor Daughtery, and then after that, they loaded the bases after he was forced out on a fielder's choice, loaded the bases, and then that pickoff ended any hope of scoring. This is on the inside corner, a strike to Collimber. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, New Philadelphia Quakers. Jackets, 2 losses to Ashland. We were talking to Nate Hunt about that. So they were really close games, pitches the ball. So they were really close games and lost them both, but here, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets have a chance to win this conference outright, and that would be awesome. The right-hander, Courtney, is looking in. Courtney's pitch. Swung on and cued towards third. Blake comes in, fields it, fires a strike to first for out number 1. For a second there, you're wondering, is he going to get over there and get that ball? He just took his time and then threw a laser over to first. And Nate Hunt is asking for something. I don't know why, but I don't know what he was asking for, I should say. Whatever it was, he didn't get it. So, but that'll bring up Caden Thiebert, right-handed hitting right fielder. First at bat of the ball game. Another right-handed hitter for the Jackets. Here's the pitch to him. And it leans outside for ball 1. Or in the second. And this ball game right now shows the Jackets scoreless with the Quakers. Now the pitch. Down low. 2-0. And thanks to Tom Collier, Emerge Real Estate Champions. If you want a champion, call Tom Collier. And we thank him for bringing us out here for this de facto championship game, at least for the Jackets to win at sole place. And this is lined towards second. And making a move towards second is McBride to make the catch on the line for out number 2. And Jagger Doan will come to the plate. Jagger Doan comes to the plate right now. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. Jagger Doan, the first baseman, bats right-handed. We are scoreless. Bottom of the second, 2 away, base is empty, and the right-hander. Courtney, Owen Courtney. Winds his pitch. Straight called. 0-1. New Philadelphia will have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the third as we are scoreless here. The second pitch down low. It'll be 1-1. 2 outs. Base is empty. Second inning, scoreless ball game. Mount Vernon and New Philadelphia. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung and a missed. And the count runs to 1-2. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are looking to get on the board. But got to get some base runners here this inning. 2 out and the base is empty. The right-hander, Courtney, looking in. Here's his pitch. Strike 3 called. Fired a fastball right at the belt. And Doan caught looking. Jackets go 1, 2, 3 in the second. We go to the third. Scoreless. Emerge Real Estate Champions. Tom Collier, high school baseball on WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, we're back here. Third inning, scoreless ball game. Mount Vernon and New Philadelphia. New Philly, 13-5, 10-3 in the OCC. Jackets, 11-2 in the OCC, 18-3 record, and winners of 15 consecutive games. Caleb Crothers is at the plate. Left-handed hitter to start this inning. Swings and fouls it right towards us. Curtis assured me that if it somehow goes to the fence and the window, he'll grab the ball. So 0-1 the count to Crothers. I don't know. I had a foul ball once at a baseball Guardians game, and I was pretty embarrassed how I reacted after that. On live television, here's the pitch. Swung on line to center field. Johnny Askew racing in. He can't get it. Bounces in front of him. And a leadoff single here by Crothers in this third inning. And I'll tell you what, the fans are out here tonight. Even the fans from New Philadelphia traveling here. It's quite the trip. Jackets, of course, going to go to the Licking County League. And there's some good baseball programs over there, including Heath, who's number 1 seed in Division III. Shows bunt and pulls it back. So it's going to be some good baseball over there, too. Of course, softball-wise, Granville's the number 1 seed in Division II. There's the set by Packard at his pitch. There goes the runner, bunted down the third base line and fielded with one hand, and good job of getting it for Yost and throwing it to first with a bare hand. And so runner does advance, but a ground out for Steele. We're not going to call that a sacrifice, but it is a ground out, 5-3, and it moves the runner up. We are scoreless here in the third. And now a runner in scoring position, top of the order coming back. Here's Braylon McBride, who singled. He hit that ball down the line that skipped over Yost's head. Wasn't a whole lot Yost could do there. Here's the set. Hands resting at the belt by the right-hander Packard. Here's his pitch. Swung on it, it's sliced foul, and it's out of play. So back to the top of the order here in this third inning for the Quakers. But a runner in scoring position now. After the single and then the ground out pitch is high for a ball, 1-1. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets trying to get out of what is kind of a mini jam with a runner in scoring position here and 1 out in the third. We're scoreless from picture perfect Mount Vernon, Ohio. The pitch swung on and tapped at the plate, but off the body of McBride, so goes to 1-2. And you know it's go time in the city of Mount Vernon when the dog fountain's going. And when I drove past downtown, there were people over there, so it's a beautiful day. Here's the right-hander Packard, who looks in, trying to retire the leadoff hitter McBride, who singled in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit towards short, right at Doherty. And Donnery throws it back to second. I don't know what Crothers was thinking, but Donnery was just like, okay, throw it back. His second double play he started here in the ball game. And the Jackets get out of that, as I said, mini jam. And New Philadelphia doesn't get on the board. Middle of the third. We're scoreless here at Mount Vernon. Tom Collier, Emerge Real Estate Champions, high school baseball and WMBO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, we're back here at Mount Vernon where we are scoreless, bottom of the third. In Mount Vernon, Ethan Yost, the number 9 hitter coming to the plate. Only a yellow jacket who hasn't hit today. A right-handed hitter. And we are scoreless in the third. So different than last night's ball game, which finished 12-1. The pitch. And he spun out of the way. Ball one. Well, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now, they're scoreless in this one. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. It's 2-0. Jackets and Quakers here in this one. Here's the look in. Now the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Now the count is 2-1. And the pitch. Swung on and cued towards first, but foul. So the count is 2-2. Clough and Daughtery to follow here. And we are in the third, scoreless. Here's the pitch. And strike three called. Yost jumped out of the way. And that will be the second strikeout of the ball game for Courtney. Back-to-back strikeouts. He got Doan to finish the second, and now Yost to start the third. Zach Clough will come to the plate, flat out to center. His only plate appearance. He's up there right now. And the look in from the right-hander and his pitch. Breaking ball, strike on the inside corner. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets scoreless with the Quakers from New Philadelphia. Tonight's game presented by Emerge Real Estate Champions, Tom Collier. You want a champion? Call Tom. Here's the pitch. Down low, it's a ball, 1-1. The right-hander, Courtney's pitch. And I guess it was low, so now it goes to 2-1. Daughtery to follow here. He's got the only hit for the Jackets in this one. Pitch is swung on and popped up. Foul towards Gary, who raises his hand. The count's 2-2. Speaking of Gary, who went to East Knox, the Bulldogs won the K-Mac with a victory last night over Northmore. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. If Northmore would have won that game last night against East Knox, it would have been a three-way tie atop the K-Mac. But they didn't, so East Knox won it outright. Here's the look in by Courtney, and his 2-2 pitch is going to be coming here to Clough. Here it is. Strike three called. Breaking ball inside corner. Back-to-back hitters have gone down looking for the Jackets. And now, in the bottom of the third game, scoreless. Connor Daughtery is at the plate, and he laced one to center that almost took some hair off of Courtney his first at-bat. This kid can play. And he is at the plate right now. Infield is back. And the look in now, the pitch is outside of ball. So right now, we're looking at a ball game that, for a conference champ, or for at least for New Philadelphia, share the conference championship and for Mount Vernon a chance to win it outright. It's a great baseball game. Not a lot of base runners. I mean, obviously the Jackets had the bases loaded the one inning, and New Philadelphia got out of it with the pickoff of third. Here's the look in, and now the pitch. Swung on a miss, throwing a breaking ball. And they count 1-1 now. 2 out in the third, base is empty. In a scoreless game between Mount Vernon and New Philadelphia. And here's the pitch. Down low. 2-1. Kirk would follow. He reached on a fielder's choice. 5-4 his first at bat. As he hit one to third. They got Daughtery out at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And now the count goes to 2-2. Daughtery not happy about that one. He's going to be playing baseball at Ashland University for his collegiate career. And calls time. Nope, 2 out, base is empty, and a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the third. And Daughtery at the plate with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's down low, and the count runs full at 3-2 with Ezra Couric waiting on deck. Again, he grounded to third, and it retired Daughtery at second, his only plate appearance. Payoff pitch coming now. Here it comes. And he walked him. So Daughtery, you could tell they were being pretty careful with him. You don't want to let him just bomb one there, so they play it careful, and Ezra Couric will come to the plate. Ezra Couric will come to the plate now. Daughtery at first, going to try to, he's been getting some good leads over there, at least after his first time up. As the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are scoreless in this one. Now, the look in. And working first base side of the rubber is Courtney. Good lead again for Daughtery at first. On the outside corner, a strike called. And it is 0-1. Now the set. And a long pause with the hands at the belt. The pitch is high. Down now 1-1. 2 out here in the third. We're scoreless. Jackets trying to win the conference outright. Tom Collier, Remerge Real Estate champions. He knows what it is to be a champion. Jackets, they want to be outright champions here tonight. We thank Tom Collier for bringing tonight's game to you. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Pitch is high. Throw down to second. It's a good one, but Daughtery beats the throw. Tell you what, Bolin made that a lot closer than it probably should have been even because he just threw a laser to second, but Daughtery beats the throw, and now he's in scoring position with that stolen base. And the pitch was called a strike, so it's 1-2 now to the right-hander. And Courtney will look in. Here's the set. Now the pitch. Swung on, line into center field. That's a base hit. Rounding third, going to try to score is Daughtery. He is going to score. And the Jackets take a 1-0 lead. Ezra Couric, the cleanup hitter, comes through with an RBI single. And how important was that stolen base by Daughtery to get in there? And so for the Jackets, an RBI single for Couric, and they are on the board. They strike first here in this one. Daughtery gets walked. He steals second, and then Couric gets the RBI single, And the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets now lead it 1-0. That will bring to the plate Caden Packard, who was hit by a pitch. His only plate appearance. Here's the set by Courtney, and his pitch is coming. It's high for a ball. So the Jackets on the board thanks to an RBI single by Ezra Couric. And with 2 outs here in the third, he comes through to give the Jackets a 1-0 lead. And now a conversation on the mound with Bolin and the starting pitcher Owen Courtney. That'll give us a chance to thank Tom Collier, Emerge Real Estate Champions, for bringing you tonight's game. And we appreciate his support of high school baseball as the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets winners of 15 in a row. And they're trying to make it 16 here. They've won 18 games this year. 3-3 at one point, but have rattled off 15 in a row. And now have the lead 1-0 thanks to Kurg's RBI single to score Daughtery. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Count is 1-1. Short lead there at first, runner being held. And this is swung on and tapped towards third. Deep back behind him is Blake. Fires a strike to first to retire Packard to end the inning. But an RBI single with 2 outs here in the third by Ezra Couric. Scores the run. Jackets take a 1-0 lead after 3 on WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
Hey, we're back here on WMVO. Thanks to our crew, Curtis and Gary, because they're why we are streaming this live on Facebook right now, and you can hear me. And we thank them for their great work. These guys work tirelessly to bring you this product, especially streaming. And tonight, the Jackets are up 1-0. I already had a fan who mentioned my alternate name here tonight. And you want to hear about that. That's on Tradio, but sorry, the Pulse. The Tradio doesn't exist. But all right, new hitter coming up. Mason Catarina. He is coming to the plate, and 1-0. The Jackets with the lead here in the fourth. Swung on. That's lined in between short and third. Diving stop by Daughtery. Couldn't get it out of the glove, though. So Catarina with a leadoff single here in the inning. And if you come up to me and you call me Tyler, that's fine. But if you call me Cliff, too, that'll work. Apparently, somebody came up with that name yesterday, and that's what I've become, Cliff. All right, leadoff single. That's the tying run at first. We're in the fourth. And a 1-0 game. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are leading in this one. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. And, you know, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets trying to win their 16th in a row. It is never easy to get a top 5 seed in the Central District in Division I, and they have played well enough to earn that. Here's the pitch. And I don't know, maybe high. 2-0. We don't do instant replay on here, but here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. 2-1. Well, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now are up 1-0 in the fourth in this ball game tonight. And if you were asking for better weather, I don't know if you could have gotten it. This has been perfect. Swung and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. Noah Bolin, who struck out looking to start the second, is waiting on deck. Owen Courtney popped out to second, his only plate appearance. Right behind the bag. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Courtney is down. And now that'll bring up Noah Bolin. Bolin did the same thing that Courtney just did, except he did it in the second. Noah Bolin struck out looking in that second. And the right-hander will come into the box with the tying run on at first being held there by Doan. And I don't know what the holdup is right now, but we're ready to play baseball, and it was only about 3 seconds. Hebert's Real Estate champions Tom Collier bringing tonight's game to you. Jackets are outright champions of the Ohio Cardinal Conference with a victory here tonight. Here's the pitch, up and in for ball one. Alfred and Yellow Jackets have just gone on a tear. I mean, they lost the 2 games to Ashland early and then just turned a corner and now rattled off 15 in a row. Here goes the runner. The pitch is swung on his tap towards the pitcher, taking his time. Throwing out the runner at first is Packard. I really don't know how Bolin hit that ball because that thing looked like it was going to clobber him. Maybe it was a hit and run, and he knew he had to put the bat on the ball. But the guy on first there, Catarina, got a pretty good jump. But nevertheless, it ends up going 1-3 on the put out on the ground out. So 2 out, runner in scoring position and base hit. Just like the Jackets did in the bottom of the third would give New Philadelphia their first run and tie this game. This pitch is in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Couric. Put his body in front of it and made a nice stop. The count's 1-0. We're in the fourth. And we've got a 1-0 lead for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets here as Packard takes a little trip behind the rubber to do some thinking. And the Jackets behind Packard and what Daughtery does. It's a pretty good punch there. Swung and hit right back to him, and a good play by the pitcher, Packard. That thing was destined for center field, and Packard said, no thank you. And that will end the inning. So New Philadelphia gets a runner in scoring position. They do not score. It's the middle of the fourth, a 1-0 Mount Vernon lead on WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jackets!
All right, we're back here at Mount Vernon, and thanks to some good defensive plays by the starting pitcher, Packard, Jackets maintain their lead right now. And Johnny Askew, who had a tremendous at-bat back in the second inning, back in the first inning. He had walked after that great at-bat, and then the pickoff happened right after that in the at-bat for Columber. But Askew is coming to the plate, the left-handed hitter. In front of the bag at third, a little off the line is Blake. In front of the bag at first, off the line is Fossil in the pitch, way outside. That one almost was outside of the right-handed batter's box. Johnny Askew here in the fourth of a 1-0 ball game. This has been a very good baseball game here tonight. Johnny Askew at the plate for Mount Vernon, and here's the pitch to him. And this one hits the outside corner. The count goes to 1-1. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets 1-0 lead. Winners of 15 in a row coming into tonight. Trying to make it 16 with a victory. Here's the pitch. Squares the bunt. And Pitch is called a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, Johnny Askew's going to have to widen his zone maybe a little bit here. Here's the pitch. Swings and fouls it off. And that was at the exact same place. And I guess if you're Courtney, why wouldn't you do it? In the outside corner there. This ball game right now is 1-0 Mount Vernon in the bottom of the fourth. And Johnny Askew is at the plate for the Jackets to lead off here in this fourth inning. And after his exceptional at bat back in the first, he swings and he hits it up into center field, a base hit. Johnny Askew. And Johnny Askew is not particularly the guy that New Philadelphia wants on base right now. He gets on base, a leadoff single, and now let's see what Collenberg does. He grounded out to third to start the second. And first base coach for Mount Vernon goes out. They start digging around first base, try to clear it out. So it's a little maintenance, and then the Jackets will get back at it here. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are right now leading it 1-0, thanks to the RBI single with 2 out by Ezra Couric in the third. After Connor Daughtery had walked with 2 outs, stole second, he came around to score on that single by Couric. Good lead for Askew. The check of first. Fakes to run. They throw back behind him. He slides back in. Pitch, by the way, called a ball. Johnny Askew going feet first there to make sure that he gets in there. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets in this one. 1-0, they lead it here in the fourth. The set by the right-hander. And now he looks in. Here's his pitch. And I think he called it I don't know. He called that a strike. Greg's saying, yeah, it's a strike, Tyler. All right. Couldn't see it much down there. Curtis has been telling me for years that I need glasses. And here we are. Unfortunately, those ones won't work, Greg. I put the sunglasses on for one hitter and decided they weren't working for me. There goes the runner. Butted perfectly down the first baseline. Collenberg going to try to beat it up the flip, and on the first, he's safe at first is Collenberg. That was a beautiful bunt by Isaiah Collenberg. That is exactly what you want to see, and Collenberg beats it out for a single. Askew on to second, and now the Jackets really have something going in this fourth inning. Caden Thiebert lined out the second in his only plate appearance, and now let's see what head coach Nate Hunt wants to do with 2 on and nobody out in a 1-0 lead. Does he try to play kind of conservative and lay down a bunt and move the runners up? We'll see. Here's the set. Check of second, and now the pitch, not squaring, and the pitch is high for a ball to Thiebert. Waiting on deck would be Jagger Doan, who struck out looking at his only plate appearance in the second. The right-hander looks in, and the Jackets right now trying to extend their 1-0 lead in the fourth. And they throw back behind the runner, and Askew barely got back. Now, the Jackets have been picked off once already in this ballgame, and that was awfully close, but Askew was able to dive back quickly. The right-hander, Courtney. No action in the bullpen, so there's the check a second. Another check, now the pitch. In the dirt outside, and boy, tell you what, with Thiebert at the plate right now, Courtney's doing a lot of thinking about Johnny Askew at second base. He is dancing around out there, and Courtney is thinking about it. Runner at first is Collenberg. Runner at second is Askew. Right-handed hitting. Caden Thiebert at the plate. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Jackets up 1-0. Each team with 4 hits in the ball game. Way in at first base is Fossil. Here's the pitch. Down low, and it's 3-0. Jagger Doan, who struck out looking. His only plate appearance is waiting on deck. So, the old saying, 3-0, let it go. I don't know. 2024, just go ahead and swing. I don't know, or don't swing at all. But I would tell him not to, and he didn't, and he took a strike. And I coach T-ball, so I've got quite the pedigree. All right, 3-1. 3-0 counts in T-ball. Here's the look in, and now the step off. Debo, you just try to make sure they run to the right base. So the righty-hander, Courtney, looks in. And it is a 3-1 count here in the fourth. 1-0, Jackets with a lead. Johnny Askew with a good lead at second. They're checking him there, and then he turns to Courtney. So Askew's speed is really affecting Courtney, and now the slow jog out by Bolin will give us a chance to talk about eMERGE champions Tom Collier. And if you want to talk with a champion, you talk with Tom Collier of eMERGE Real Estate Champions. We thank him for his support of tonight's ball game as the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets try to be outright champions of the Ohio Cardinal Conference here tonight with a victory. And they lead it 1-0, and they're threatening for more right now. A 3-1 count on Caden Thiebert, and runners at first and second in the bottom of the fourth in a scoreless ball with nobody out. Here's the set by Courtney. There's another check of second. He'll check it again. Now his pitch squaring, and it's bunted down the first base line, fielded, and they get the out at first, but a sacrifice for Thiebert moves the runners up to second and third, and now Jagger Doan has an opportunity to do something and drive in a run. Struck out looking, his only plate appearance. And now a visit to the mound. And there was nobody warming for the Quakers. New Philadelphia lost 12-1 yesterday against Mount Vernon and trying to avoid a fate of losing again here tonight. As the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets and the Quakers from New Philadelphia face off in the fourth in this ball game. And Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets looking to do something here. Jagger Doan, the first baseman, struck out looking in the second. He had a 1-2 count before he went down. Jagger Doan. In at first base a lot is Fossil. Now creeping in at third is Blake. See what the Jackets do. A lot of speed at third. And a strike called to Doan. And it's a 0-1. Inning started with a single by Askew into center field. He's at third. Now it's second and third. Askew doing some dancing at third. And Courtney, I think, is going to be thinking about Askew when he's sleeping tonight, because he has been really affected by Askew on the base paths right now. The set by Courtney. And here's his pitch. Swung on a miss. Doan went after a breaking ball, and he missed it. And now if you're Courtney, a strikeout right now is exactly what you need. He's got Doan down in the count. 0-2. Courtney looking in. His pitch. Swung on. Popped up into right field. Outgoing the second baseman. Catch is made. Askew's going to try to score. Here comes the throw to the plate. Up the line. Safe is Askew, but out at third is Collenberg as he tried to advance. But a sacrifice fly. That run should score. It does. And on a sac fly by Doan, Askew scores it. And the Jackets take a 2-0 lead to the fifth. WMVO High School Baseball.
Go Jackets! At eMERGE Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with eMERGE Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jackets! At eMERGE Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with eMERGE Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, we're back here at Mount Vernon, and the Jackets get a big sack fly there that scores a run. Now, they did get a runner retired on that same play, but the sack fly by Doan to score Askew. Back-to-back innings of the Jackets have scored. They're up 2-0. We head to the fifth inning now, and Gavin Blake is at the plate. Blake singled back in the second with 2 out, but couldn't do much with it at that time. And Jackets have a little meeting on the mound before the start of the fifth. 2-0 Jackets. Both teams have 4 hits in this game, but the Jackets have the 2 runs on the sac fly there by Doan and the RBI single by Ezra Couric to score Daughtery in the third. Here's the pitch by Packard, and it's a strike. Jackets right now. Tell you what, if Packard can keep pitching like this, and he pitches like this in the tournament on the outside corner, and the way that Daughtery pitched last night, Jackets can make quite the run. And where they're at in the bracket for the tournament, pretty favorable, at least until they get to the district final and you see what happens there. But anything can happen in baseball. I'll tell you what, I've seen it a lot. Talked about the fact that 2010, many thought they were going to go right in and beat New Albany in the regional semifinal, and they didn't, and ended their season. And what was prematurely for them. Here's the pitch. Swung on it. It's hit towards second on a hop. Fielded there by Clough, and he throws to first for out number 1. 4-3 on the put out, and that'll bring up Carson Long. Now, Carson Long grounded out to a fielder's choice to end the second, and he will come to the plate right now. Base is empty. It's the fifth. 2-0. Jackets leading. In at third base is Yost as he creeps in. Jackets right now, 2-0. They are leading way high for ball 1. You know, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, if they can keep this up and have this momentum going into the tournament, boy, that's a big thing. Pitch is high for a ball. So 2-0. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets up 2-0 here in the fifth. 1 out, base is empty for the Quakers at the plate. Swung on, this is hit high and fairly deep to left. Collenberg's got that one, and 2 away. So Collenberg gets a little action out there in left field. And you think about how efficient that Packard has been. That's just the second ball that's even gone to the outfield for an out in this ballgame. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled over us, and hopefully not to a moving car. Count is 0-1, and 2 out, base is empty. We're in the fifth. Jackets with a 2-0 lead. And with that kind of insurance run, Packard could be even more aggressive here. This is swung on and hit to right, going back and settling under it, Thiebert. And the inning is over. Good inning for the right-hander, Caden Packard. 1-2-3, go the Quakers. And it's the middle of the fifth. Jackets up 2-0 on WMBO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Jackets up 2-0. Each team 4 hits in the ball game. Jackets so far in this one Got the sac fly from Doan and the RBI single by Couric. And so here we go. Ethan Yost is at the plate. Struck out looking back in the third, his only plate appearance. Here's the pitch to him. Almost nicked him. And the count is 1-0 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. We played 7 in high school, for those who don't really know that. And I remember over 10 years ago, I didn't realize that. I think it was probably, 10 years ago, something like that. Was first doing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I guess 15 years ago, something, and oh my gosh, it's 7 innings. Pitch is swung on and popped up. It's the can of corn for the second baseman, McBride, who settles under it, makes the one-handed grab for out number 1. So pop out by Yost to second. And that'll bring up Zach Clough. He has slid out to center. He has struck out looking. And Zach Clough is at the plate. And now he goes and has a discussion with Nate Hunt. Nate Hunt was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame for Heath High School. You didn't know that? And the right-hander right now, Clough, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. And here in the fifth, it is 2-0 in favor of the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. Jackets trying to capture the conference championship outright here tonight with a victory. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. Last night was a dominating performance, 12-1. Tonight, been a little different, but the Jackets have been able to scrape across a couple on the RBI single by Couric and the sac fly by Doan. The 2 runs for Mount Vernon in this one. The pitch. Ooh, a nice pitch on the inside corner there by the right-hander, Courtney. Gets back in the count, 2-1. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets here in the fifth, 2-0. They lead it. And looking to add on more is in the bottom of the fifth. So this picture-perfect night. The pitch is swung on and fouled off, and it's 2-2. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are looking to win here, get their 16th consecutive win, and just continue to stay hot. As they start tournament play, next week. Here's the pitch. This is outside. The count runs full at 3-2. There have been a lot of full counts. Daughtery walked on a full count back in the third inning, but that's been the only full count for Courtney. Actually, he also walked Askew on a full count as well. But here's the pitch. Swung on right back up the middle. Back behind the bag. Throw to first. And just in time. Nice play by the second baseman, McBride. As Clough tried to get down the line, kind of tripped across first. But, boy, when that thing went up the middle, it didn't look like McBride was even going to get there, nonetheless get the out. And he makes a spectacular play to retire Clough. And now 2 away. It's a close play there at first. And the pitch is a strike called to Connor Daughtery. Daughtery walked, stole a base, and scored on that RBI single by Kirk to get the Jackets on the board back in the third. He's at the plate right now, and the pitch to him is called a ball, 1-1. And again, Daughtery's not the guy you really want to mess with, but for the Quakers, with the bases empty right now, that's kind of an ideal situation for him to be at the plate. Can't avoid him completely. This thing's way outside. That's a pretty nice stab there by Bolin. Counts 2-1. Like Gumby there to grab that one. 2-1 the count. Look in. And we're in the fifth. Jackets with a 2-0 lead. The pitch. Swung on and hit towards short. Catarina fields it, and he throws to first, and that'll do it. Jackets go 1-2-3 quickly in the fifth. And we head to the sixth, 2-0. Jackets leading. Emerge Real Estate, Tom Collier, High School Baseball, and WMBO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, we're back here at Mount Vernon. We headed the 6-2-0 Jackets to lead. Packard stays on in this one. I just got word here that the Jackets are taking on Heath on the road on Saturday, and that'll be a heck of a matchup. You got a Jackets team right now, and the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are right now clinging to a 2-0 lead. And the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, Packard stays on. He's been really good here in this one. Well, it'll be Steele, and back to the top, McBride and Catarina for the Quakers here in the 6th as Mount Vernon holds a 2-0 lead. We're on WWIVO. This has been, honestly, just a fantastic high school baseball game. I mean, it's a beautiful night. The teams have been pretty flawless in the field. It's just been a couple of key hits for the Jackets that have helped them. This is swung on and popped up. Center field racing in is Askew, but the shortstop, Daughtery, will make the play for out number 1. And, you know, you look at how the Jackets are playing, and New Philadelphia, obviously, in tournament play, they play in a completely different region than where Mount Vernon would play in things. Well, this Mount Vernon Yellow Jacket team, what you see from them on the field right now suggests that they can make quite the run in tournament play. And so now a discussion with Braylon McBride as he goes and has a chat with his manager, head coach. Here we're in the 6th, 1 out, bases empty, in a 2-0 Jacket lead. And thanks to Tom Collier, Emerge Real Estate Champions, the Jackets are just 5 outs away from becoming outright champions of the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Packard's been brilliant tonight. And he looks in, working first base side of the rubber here, and here's the pitch. Where's the butt? Called a strike. And the count is 0-1. Well, right now, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets looking good. And the look by Packard. Here comes his pitch, and up and in, and it's 1-1. Jackets were dominant last night against New Philadelphia. They won 12-1, but the Quakers have calmed down the bats here tonight. Swung on and hit to short. Daughtery out of bounds. Fields it. Throws it to first. And the out recorded. 2 gone. Daughtery's retired the first 2 here in this inning. And that will bring to the plate Mason Catarina. Mason Catarina's 1 for 2. Grounded into a double play back in the first after the leadoff single by McBride, where it skipped past the third baseman there, Yost. But he then singled in the 4th, 1 for 2. But the base is empty here in the top of the 6th inning, 2 out. Jackets with a 2-0 lead. Packard winds, pitch, and it misses. Ball 1. Well, this is exactly what you want to see from Packard as you get towards tournament play, as it skips off the glove of Keurig. It's 2-0. Falls behind here. Owen Courtney would be on deck. And he's 0 for 2 in this one. Right now, we have 2 outs in the 6th and a 2-0 Jackets lead, and the base is empty for New Philadelphia. Here's the pitch. Tried to check his swing. Couldn't. Strike called. And the count is 2-1 to the right-handed hitting Catarina. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now. A pitch. Swung on and cued. Foul at the plate. And the count is now 2-2. Well, Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets with a 2-0 lead. 4 hits apiece. Base is empty right now. 2 outs. Base is empty, as I mentioned, and the pitch to him. Swung on line in between short and third. Great dive attempt. It looked really good for Daughtery, except the ball was behind him when he dived. But that was a very nice-looking dive. And now, you know, with a single and a base runner, that brings the tying run to the plate. So there wasn't anything Daughtery could do about that one, by the way. That thing was just perfectly placed between short and third. Here's the set by Packard and his pitch. Up and in. Almost got a piece of Owen Courtney 0 for 2. Pop out to second. Struck out looking. Counts 1-0. Tying a run in the form of Owen Courtney, the starting pitcher for New Philadelphia. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is line to left field. Collenberg dives. It's by him. And hitting second. Catarina's going to hit third. He's going to go all the way to third. He's going to score easily. And an RBI double by Owen Courtney as he lined one to left. And Collenberg tried to dive and make the catch. And he couldn't do it. And all the way from first, Catarina scores. And just like that, the lead cut in half. And the tying run is in scoring position. So now it's 2-1. Jackets only up a run. And Noah Bolin, who's 0 for 2, steps to the plate. Well, Collenberg looked like he had a beat and just kind of slid down. And it wasn't enough. And he ended up not making the catch. Good job by Askew, though, to get over there and to field that ball, because if he doesn't, it could have been a real problem. This is swung on and hit wide of third. Daughtery's throw to first is not in time. Good dig by Doan, but didn't matter. It was a tough play for Daughtery, but that was a heck of a play by Daughtery. Good range as Bolin gets a single. And so now it's first and second, and Nate Hunt's going to go have a word with Packard. So the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets lead has been cut in half. And the Jackets right now going to have a little discussion. I don't know if he's changing pitchers or what's going to happen right now, but Jackets are having a discussion on the mound. 2-1. Jackets 18-3, winners of 15 in a row. But the Quakers, their meeting has begun. And they have got going a little bit here in the sixth. And they have an opportunity to possibly take the lead even with the base runners on right now. They're going to rely right now on Keaton Fossil, and he has not had a great night. Fly out to center and a ground out to the pitcher. Noah Bolin singled there. And a couple of balls that were just perfectly placed, and then obviously that ball that got hit to Collenberg and got behind him and just kept rolling. Here we go. The pitch is swung on and miss. Now you see what Packard is made of. Let's see what he's got right now. His team up by a run, a win, and they win the conference outright. A loss, and they share the conference with the Quakers. Here's the set. Now the pitch. Swung and a miss. And the count 0-2. Packard, one strike away from getting out of a jam here in the sixth. Jackets 2-1. They lead this one. Trying to get out of it. It's the top of the sixth inning. And here's the set. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out, and the inning is over. But the Quakers get on the board on an RBI double by Owen Courtney. Middle of the sixth, 2-1. Jackets, Emerge Real Estate, Tom Collier. Emerge Real Estate champions, Tom Collier. High school baseball in WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, we're back here. Jackets 2-1. Their lead cut in half, going to the bottom of the sixth. Curtis is on his 19th hot dog on Dime a Dog Night, which, if I do my math right, $1.90. And Curtis said, I will only do the game if it's Dime a Dog Night, and here he is. Although I've been here for a Diamond Dog Night before, and when you're doing a game, you can't really eat that many. I ate 4. All right, Ezra Keurig has one of the biggest hits of this ball game, an RBI single in the third inning, but that's been his last at bat. That's how efficient Owen Courtney has been. Opposite Caden Packard, they have just done fantastic on the mound. Here's the pitch, and it's down and out for ball 1. Great pitch game, all around great ball game. And Curtis also says he'll take any of the leftover hot dogs home. The look in by the right-hander Courtney, and his pitch is outside of ball, 2-0. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Jackets the lead. And the Jackets have the 4 hits. And the pitch is low, so 3-0. I don't know. But for the Quakers, they got on the board with an RBI double by Owen Courtney, the pitcher, who scored Mason Catarina, who singled before him. Hit it to left. It got past Colliber. And that's how the run scored to cut this lead in half. Here's the pitch. High and wide. Or did he say that's a strike? Well, that's a late strike call. It's 3-1. But Tom Hamilton would like this umpire. Now look in. The count is 3-1. And here's the pitch. Swung on and popped. Sky high. Blake, the third baseman, long run. He goes out of play. Count runs full at 3-2. Keurig, Packard, and Askew due up for the Jackets. Askew was the last run to score for the Jackets in this game. On a sacrifice fly, he raced in from third and scored. But on that same play, runner was thrown out at third to end the inning. We're in the 6th. 2-1 Jackets the lead. Full count now on the right-handed hitting Keurig. Ezra Keurig reached on a fielder's choice and has an RBI single. The pitch. Swung out of miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for Courtney. He's got 3 of them now in the ball game. Doan, Yost, and now Keurig have been strikeout victims. Caden Packard has worn it and grounded out to third. So he's 0 for 1 in this one. Right-handed hitter as the Jackets have a 2-1 lead. This is a great baseball game here. Here's the pitch. Owen Courtney's pitches on the outside corner, a strike in the count, 0-1. Thanks to Gary and Curtis behind the camera for all their work today. But a long day for those two. And we appreciate their work. Here's the pitch. It's swung on, and this is hit into left center, going in, and it drops in front of the left fielder Long as Packard reaches for a second time tonight. A single this time after being hit by a pitch in the first, so a little more comfortable of a base running opportunity for him. Johnny Askew. Oh, now we got a pinch runner for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets here in this one, as the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets pinch runner is number 8. That is Hayden Higgins. And Hayden Higgins will run at first base. Johnny Askew is one guy you're not going to pinch run for, but he's up there right now. He scored from third base on that sac fly back into fourth. He's walked, he's singled, he's scored a run, and he's at the plate right now. He had a very good at-bat back in the first inning. Ran the count full before walking. And then the single by Askew, and then the run scored in the fourth. And he danced around and made Courtney think a lot in that at-bat, or when he was on the base pass, I should say. Here's the set, now the pitch. Swung on and sliced foul. And you always wonder if a car's going to brake or keep driving when it hits over there. And that person kept driving. So the count is 0-1. Johnny Askew is at the plate. Johnny Askew, the left-handed hitter. Here's the set. And here's the pitch. Swears the bunt. It's high and wide. Throw back behind the runner, and it's into right field. Up and going is Higgins, and Higgins will roll into second. So on the pickoff attempt, on the second now. So now a runner in scoring position. Askew's got a 1-1 count. And now the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are a team that can get that insurance run. And Johnny Askew's the man who has that opportunity right now with a check of second. Courtney's pitch. is on the outside corner. Askew now down on the count 1-2. Isaiah Colliver is on deck, 2-1. Jackets the lead. Runner in scoring position, the pinch runner Higgins. As the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets try to tack on an insurance run here, and Askew calls time. So the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets have won 15 in a row coming into this ball game. This one's a very close one after winning 12-1 last night. Here's the set. Check of second. Check again. Now the pitch. Swung and a miss. Askew down on strikes. Isaiah Collenberg, 1 for 2 with a single. His last at bat in the fourth. Jackets right now 2-1 they trail, or excuse me, 2-1 they lead it. Isaiah Collenberg with a chance to drive in a run. Higgins the pinch runner at second for Packard. 2 outs in the sixth. And a 2-1 count, and now a timeout and a discussion on the mound. So talk on the mound right now with the right-hander, Owen Courtney. And Owen Courtney has done a very, very good job here tonight. And his team right now trails it by a run. And the Jackets have a chance right now with a runner in scoring position to try to add on in the bottom of the sixth. Only one more inning remaining in this one, barring, obviously, a tie and going into extra innings. So the right-hander looking at right-hander. Courtney. Collenberg is at the plate. Runner at second is Higgins, the pinch runner. In there for Packard. The pitch. Down low for ball one. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, 2-1 they lead it here in the sixth. Tremendous baseball game here. This is the 100th pitch for Owen Courtney from the crack staff of Greg Burgess. And we thank him for that. 100 pitches. Check of second and the pitch. And I'm not sure, I know the OHSAA years ago, they put in a rule that you had to sit so many days or games or something once you throw a certain amount of pitches. Protect these guys. Of course, many years ago, Mount Vernon played in the Little League World Series on TV. Pitch is off the catcher's glove. Higgins will roll up to third. And, oh, I tell you what, Blake made a nice backhanded stab, or this might be a 3-1 game. I'm not really sure why Bolin even threw that ball, but he did. And now a runner's at third, and the count goes to 2-0. And now you got to be real careful if you're Bolin, because that thing scoots by and a lot of trouble. So here's the pitch. Up and in, and it's 3-0 to the right-hander, Collenberg. Caden Thiebert, who has the sack bunt. And the line out to second, waiting on deck. 3-0 count, 2 outs in the sixth. Runner at third for the Jackets, 2-1. They're up in this one. The pitch. And it's high for ball four. Walked him on 4 pitches. I think that's going to be the end of the night for Owen Courtney. But his coach has to be proud of him for work he's done here tonight. And that'll do it for him as the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now, 2-1. They're leading it. And Owen Courtney's night is done. Great job by him. And we're going to take this break. We'll come back, and we'll get you the new pitcher and more information about that coming up here on WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, a lot of changes here in this one as Courtney went over 100 pitches, and he's obviously thrown 5 2/3, but he's done now. So there's a lot of movement here, so let's figure this out. McBride goes from second to third in this one. And then also, let me check my roster here, which I was able to take a picture of. Seth Bieber is over at second as he moves in. And then Gavin Blake, who was at third, is pitching. So Braylon McBride is now at third. Okay, I think we got it all figured out. Potentially all for one pitch. As the Jackets lead at 2-1, and an all-important insurance run is sitting out there at third base. Siebert has a sac bunt, and it was a beauty. He takes it high and tight for ball one. Well, Caden Siebert has an opportunity right now to really help out his team with a base hit. He takes a strike, and the count's 1-1. Well, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets trying for their 16th consecutive win. They come in with a record of 18-3. They're 11-2 in the Ohio Cardinal Conference, 10-3 in the OCC for New Philadelphia. Here's the pitch, and it misses either high or wide, but maybe both. And the count now goes to 2-1. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets in this one, 2-1. They lead it with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Here's the set. Now the pitch. Swung on. This is hit high. Deep to left. Going back. Left fielder long. He's going to make a running catch. What a play by Carson Long to preserve the deficit being just 1 run. It's 2-1. Jackets leading. 3 outs away from capturing an outright conference championship. 7th inning. Baseball coming up next on WMVO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544.
All right, we're back, and the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets just a mere 3 outs away from winning their 16th consecutive game and an outright conference championship. And we got to thank Tom Collier of Emerge Real Estate Champions. Got a chance to see Tom today, and he brings you this game tonight. And we thank him for coming on and bringing this ball game to you as Mount Vernon's 3 outs away from an outright conference championship. Gavin Blake is 1 for 2. He singled back in the 2nd. He grounded out to 2nd back in the 5th. Gavin Blake, Carson Long, Caleb Crothers. By the way, Carson Long, how about that catch in left field to end the 6th? It's 2-1. Jackets right now with the lead as Nate Hunt now is with his catcher working on something back behind him. I'm not sure what it is, but he's doing it. And there we go. Got it figured out. And the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets 3 outs away from winning an outright conference championship, but they have just a 2-1 lead right now. Gavin Blake 1 for 2, right-handed hitter at the plate. Even with the bag at third is Yost. The pitch is swung on and tapped towards Yost. Yost gets it on a bounce, sets his feet, fires it to first, just does retire Gavin Blake for out number 1. And Gavin Blake, if he was a left-handed hitter, probably would have beat that out. But he was 1 step shy, and that'll bring up Carson Long. Made the brilliant catch to end that 6th inning, and he's 0 for 2 at the plate tonight. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets in this one, leading at 2-1 in the 7th. 2 outs away from an outright conference championship. The right-hander, Caden Packard. He sets in his pitch. Misses inside. Whoa, they say it's inside corner or strike. I don't know. I didn't call it. 0-1. But, you know, to the ump's defense, Long is like laying on the plate. Pitch is way outside. I mean, if he got any closer to the plate, he'd be leaning right on it. stepping right on it. Here's the pitch, is outside, and the count is now 2-1. And if I do another baseball game this year, I'm getting a different scorecard. That's what's confusing me. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's lined towards center. That's the base hit. That's the tying run now. Askew slides to make the stop, and Long gets his first hit of the ball game, and it's a biggie because now he's got himself in a situation where he's the tying run. Caleb Crothers is 1 for 2. Crothers is at the plate. Jackets with a 1-run lead here in the 7th. Tying run is on at first. Left-handed hitting Crothers at the plate. Great baseball game here. Way in at third is the third baseman Yost. Holding the runner at first is Doan. Here's the pitch. Weakly tapped towards second. They go to second for one. Doherty's Daughtery's throw to first. It's not in time. Daughtery fired that thing. It just wasn't hit hard enough. And Daughtery couldn't get it. And so now it will be Max Steele to try to save this opportunity. Daughtery makes the play there. This is it for the Quakers. 2 out here in the 7th. Jackets up 2-1. Here's the pitch. Strike called, and it's 0-1. Jackets 2 strikes away from being outright conference champions. 2-1 they lead here in the 7th. Tying run at first. This is swung on and sliced. Foul outside of third. And now the Quakers down to their final strike. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets 2-1. They're leading in this one. Here we go. Packard's been brilliant. 1 strike away from ending this thing. Here's the set. Jackets up 2-1. The pitch. Swung on and fouled right back once again. And now the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets remain just 1 strike away from winning an outright conference championship. Here we go. Caden Packard has been awesome tonight. And he's going to try to finish off the Quakers. Packard pitches like this in the postseason. Jackets, you're in good hands. The pitch is swung on and cued foul just outside of third, though Yost was there in case something happened. And now a chance for Max Steele. Max Steele, the right fielder, 0 for 2. Staying in there, trying to get on base to continue this game. Jackets 2-1, they lead it. Here we go. Here's the set. Now the pitch. Inside, skirts away, and now real dangerous situation with Long on the pass ball, getting over to second. The count is 1-2, but a base hit will tie this ball game more than likely. Max Steele at the plate. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Good stab there by the catcher, Couric. And now the count goes to 2-2. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets in this one. 2-1. They lead it. Here's the set. Packard checks second. Now his pitch. Swung on. Hit down the left side out of play. Stays 2-2. Tying run at second. 2-1 Jackets the lead here in the 7th. 2 outs. And a good at-bat by Max Steele. Packard trying to finish off what has been a really, really good performance from him. He's allowed 8 hits, but he's allowed just the 1 run to this point. Max Steele has a 2-2 count in the 7th. Tying run at second. Here's the set. Check of second. The pitch. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. And the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are outright Ohio Cardinal Conference champions. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets get a gem from Caden Packard. They get some clutch hits, and they are outright champions of the Ohio Cardinal Conference. And it is a dog pile for the boys from Mount Vernon High School. And a big win for them. A big congratulations to Nate Hunt and his team as they win it tonight by a final score of 2-1 over the Quakers from New Philadelphia. We'll take this break and come right back to close out on WMBO.
Go Jackets! At Emerge Real Estate Champions, we know it takes a special team effort to be champions. We share your dedication to excellence. When you're ready to buy or sell real estate, go with the champions. Make your next move with Emerge Real Estate Champions. Team Collier, 740-627-1544. That's Tom Collier at 740-627-1544. Go Jack!
All right, we're back here. Jackets a 2-1 winner. They win their 16th in a row. They go to 19-3, and they are outright conference champions of the Ohio Cardinal Conference. The 2 losses to Ashland, their only losses in the conference, and they take care of business tonight. They get their championship T-shirts out on the field, and big congratulations to them. Hey, thanks to Curtis Newland. Thanks to Gary Cooper. That's Gary with 2 R's. Thanks to Greg Burgess, crack staff here. And you heard him there on the mic here on the PA. And we want to thank all of you for watching. And the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets outright champions of the Ohio Cardinal Conference as they win it 2-1 tonight over the new Philadelphia Quakers. Thanks for joining us. And thanks again to Tom Collier of Emerge Real Estate Champions. Just like the Jackets are champions, you can hire a champion. Tom Collier of Emerge Real Estate Champions for all your real estate needs. Thanks again for joining us from Mount Vernon High School. Jackets 2-1 winners and conference champions outright. WMVO.